He said that his lawyer received a demand letter, which is basically what I said a few weeks ago, legal extortion, pay up or else. That's exactly what this sounds like to me. So it's kind of funny, I would say, to any, particularly any woman, any female out there who finds themselves in the comment section writing free Tory amongst any Megan posts. I would suggest to put yourself in Megan's shoes. When I tell you they put the extra in extradition, because it was a lot. Like, they really dragged the whole situation and made it an entire spectacle.
Turn to the side, let me see. Damn, I think we all could agree. You and your friends, I'll count it 2 or 3. And you looking even better here with me. We don't need no dinner, you the no boo. Tell me where you're from, girl, is your local? Got a couple dollars we could go through. Take a couple trips, yeah, I can show you. Jump in my Impala, get the backseat going. We just let the top down, getting top down, hold it.
That song you just heard is my new joint. It's called Blow a Bag. You can stream it on all streaming platforms. Just search Hollywood, Blow a Bag. Add it to your playlist. Send it to your friends if you like what you heard. Appreciate you for listening. And let's get ready to get into what's hot in these blogs. First things first, Buzbee versus Jay-Z. The saga continues. Tony Buzzbee, he's the lawyer who he filed 50 million lawsuits, I'm exaggerating, against Diddy. And then one of the latest ones, they amended it and included Jay-Z's name in the lawsuit. And it's been a battle ever since, to say the least. Now, this week, as of a few days ago, Tony Buzzbee is facing his own lawsuit. There's a woman who's gone by Jane Doe, who's accusing and claiming that Buzbee has been exploiting her since 2018. She says when they first connected through an online chat, the woman claims that Buzbee reserved the room at a hotel, seduced her there. She alleges that they engaged in sexual intercourse without him disclosing that he had a sexually transmitted infection. Tony Buzzbee, he responded to these allegations. He said, "The smear campaign continues. Today, I was sued yet again by a lawyer affiliated with the same lawyers I face in the Diddy litigation. The conspiracy to discredit me and intimidate me from pursuing claims in the Diddy litigation has at this point become criminal." He said this latest case, like the others, is frivolous, laughable, and ridiculous and will be dismissed like the others. He said it seems now that every single other day, there's another false claim filed. He accused Roc Nation of being in cahoots behind the whole situation. He said this latest one is provably false with literally no factual basis or merit whatsoever. He said prior to the filing, the lawyer demanded $20 million from me, claiming that if I didn't pay, he would trash my reputation, despite being shown that his client's wild claims could not be true. And when I read that, the only thing I could think of sounds very familiar. It sounds like Tony Buzzbee is getting a taste of his own medicine, because that is exactly what Jay-Z says that happened to him. Jay-Z, through Roc Nation, has released a statement responding to that, because Tony Buzzbee was saying that he's going to file criminal charges against whoever's behind this, and he's accusing Roc Nation of being the people. Their statement reads, Mr. 1-800 said today that Roc Nation is criminally responsible for his legal woes with ex-client / ex-lover who is accusing him of transmitting venereal diseases, falsifying documents, and stealing clients' monies. No and no. God is behind that sunlight you keep referencing. We are not the source of every sunlight that you get, but rock sunshine is coming your way, Mr. 100. Shameful. All I know is that the initial lawsuit with the young woman who says she was 13 at the time, when for the allegations she's accusing Diddy and Jay-Z of doing to her, that suit is seemingly falling apart, and it seems like Tony Buzzbee is now going to like a plan B to try to continue it on with these new lawsuits. That's how I'm looking at it from the outside, and all I could do is shake my head and look forward to what is next to come with this. Someone in the comments said, if you could file frivolous suits, so can the next man. Because a lot of people feel that Tony suits against Jay-Z in particular, and I don't know, maybe some of the other ones in his past are considered frivolous. So, hey, I guess two can play that game apparently, but we'll see how this plays out. Let's move on. What else is hot in these blogs? Megan Thee Stallion has filed a fresh lawsuit, or I guess not even a lawsuit. She's filed for a restraining order against Tory Lanez. And Tory Lanez is in prison right now, serving a 10-year sentence for letting off some rounds towards Megan's foot. He was convicted of the act. Megan is accusing him of, despite being behind bars, still harassing her himself and using third parties to do so. In the request for restraining order, she says, or her lawyer says, even now while behind bars, Mr. Peterson, which is Tory Lanez's last name, shows no signs of stopping. He said, despite being sentenced to 10 years in prison for shooting Miss Pete, Mr. Peterson continues to subject her to repeated trauma and re-victimization. According to the legal docs, Tory engaged in harassing activity himself before imprisonment and then encouraged others, primarily bloggers, to do the same to cast doubt on Megan's story. Her petition says that her assertion can be corroborated by prison call logs from Tory Lanez at the California Correctional Institute. They said logs may be subject to review when the court hearing on this new order happens on January 9th. This comes just 2 months after Megan sued a blogger for spreading falsehoods. I think it's crazy when you think about it. And I could believe that Megan is being harassed, because even today, when you look at any type of post about Megan Thee Stallion, no matter what it is, you see people in the comment section saying, free Tory, free Tory. I actually watched Megan's documentary last night, and that was before I even knew I was going to talk about this today. And watching what she went through throughout that process, it's kind of crazy. And it's unfortunate because at the end of the day, Megan was the victim in this whole ordeal. Megan didn't pull out a weapon. Megan didn't fire a weapon at anyone. Someone fired at her. And in this case, Tory was found guilty of being that person. But they made the public believe that it was possibly someone else, or it was possibly the best friend, ex-best friend, whatever have you. And people have been going in on Megan ever since. And it's unfortunate. And my thing to any, particularly any woman, any female out there who finds themselves in the comment section writing free Tory amongst any Megan posts, I would suggest to put yourself in Megan's shoes. Imagine you were the one that were fired upon with a weapon and had to get bullet fragments taken out of your foot, and you got people saying free the person that you say did it to you. How would you feel? It's unfortunate that the victim in this ordeal has to be subjected to this type of backlash. We'll see what happens come January 9th when they have this hearing on this restraining order. Moving on, what else is hot in these blogs? Luigi Mangione. He's the guy who unalived the United Healthcare CEO in New York City. And he just was extradited from PA to New York. And when I tell you they put the extra in extradition, because it was a lot. Like, they really dragged the whole situation and made it an entire spectacle. Your boy went from helicopter to boat to train to have like 50 officers around him walking. It feels like I'm in an episode of a DC comic. Like, what is this, Gotham City? Did y'all really have to do that much? Like, it's not really that serious. Your man has chains on the ankles, chains on the wrists. Y'all could have had 2 or 3 officers walk him from point A to point B, but no. we got to make it a movie. We got to make it a scene. And it's like, bruh, Boyo is already viral and all over everywhere. And y'all just making it, I guess, or maybe y'all could just be taking advantage of the moment because y'all want publicity as well. But it's like, I think it's uncalled for. You got people that's cheering on the fact that he did what he did. You got people, I seen somebody got a tattoo of him on their leg. These people are really like fans of this dude for taking someone's life, and it really feels like an episode of a DC series or something. We'll see what happens. I think that's going to conclude what's hot in the blogs for this week. Thank you for watching. If you rock with your boy, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Also, it's called Holliewood and Friends, which means I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the topics I just discussed. I appreciate you. New episodes every Monday night. Until next time, deuces.